Hey everyone, John Tarek here again with you. It is another weekend. I was off last weekend doing a little traveling, had a little bit of a health procedure done as well, so it's been a busy 2 weeks, but anyway, we're back. And you know, we do get a lot of cards and letters and faxes and telegraphs sent to the studio, often with suggestions on what we should do next. And so this week I got a request, Michael McCluskey out there, he had suggested maybe trying to taste some orange juice. As you know, there's like 1,000 brands, well not that many, but many brands in the grocery store when you go, and that could be at times confusing. So we're here to clear all the confusion, get you the best tasting orange juice that you could buy for your well-earned money at the grocery store. And that's what we're going to do this week. Now, when I've thought about that too, you know, here's an orange, probably from Florida. That's where I'm at. What pairs with oranges? It's kind of like what rhymes with oranges, right? It is so hard to find something that will pair well with orange because I'm always thinking about the palate cleanser. Cleansing the palate after you taste one of these things, make sure you have a good go at the next one to get a good, fair trial of the taste. And I even looked it up online. You know, they said things like spice and cinnamon, clove, chocolate, although I never saw the connection between chocolate and oranges, I have to admit. And so, of course, the whiskey collection behind me, it's hard to find something that's going to go well. I mean, we've all had that experience. You go, you brush your teeth in the morning, you have orange juice maybe afterwards, and it's the worst thing ever. So what can we pair from a whiskey standpoint that will go well? So, knowing that they said spice and clove and things of that nature, I went with a Scotch. I went with a Scotch, a Highland Scotch from Glendronach, a 12-year-old, and this is finished in Oloroso casks, and also it says here it was finished in, let's see, Oloroso sherry casks, right? And also, let's see, finest Pedro Jimenez, which was what, tequila, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, it's supposed to have a lot of fruity flavors, a lot of spice as well, so we thought, all right, let's give that a go. I don't know how it's gonna go, to be honest with you. I tasted the Scotch though, it's fantastic. This is my first go with this. Glendronach, a 12-year-old, Highlands, finished in these different casks. And that's really good. I mean, it tastes like other Highland whiskeys, honestly, but that finish on there just kind of sticks around with you, and that makes me a little nervous. I don't know how it's going to go with this orange juice, but we're going to give it a try. Again, that's Glendronach, and the orange juice that we selected this week, 5 varieties. We've got from the container, Simply Orange, Florida Natural. We have Tropicana, of course. We have Natalie's, which maybe it's definitely a Florida thing here. I think it's nationwide. If it's not, it should be. And then we had Minute Maid, but the Minute Maid one I had to get was from concentrate. So I had to do the old thing that we did as kids, you know, and get the bar spoon out and in a nice glass jug and mix 3 cans of that water with the can of concentrate. So I don't know how it's going to go. It's going to be interesting to see what's what. You know, just from a color standpoint, they all kind of look the same. They're probably all sourced from the same oranges too, who knows? But we're gonna give it a shot. Give it a shot, blind tasting as always, and we'll give this a try. I had to go and find my trusty blindfold, so sorry for the delay there. There's no delay because I'm editing now, so this is great. All right, so let's blindfold. Again, good suggestion by Michael McCluskey. Orange juice, so many brands, so little time. So many, well, not so many things to pair it with, right? Who knows how this is going to go. So let's see if I can gather these somewhat close by here so I don't knock anything over. Got all these here to select from. Okay. And we got my palate cleanser here. Make sure, I've already tasted it once, but I just want to make sure my palate has already got the Scotch in there so it makes it fair for the other ones. Yeah, that's easy sipping, I will say that. Again, a little finish on the end, a little bit of, what do we say, battery acid on the back end. You know, things that you can relate to. All right, here we go. Orange juice number 1. All right. This is sweet. Got a little little tang to it in the back end. No sourness whatsoever. Okay, that's the baseline. And I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of bitter on the back end of that one. So we'll see where that winds up. Cleanse the palate. Ooh. Well, it's not as bad as I thought, the pairing, right? So what does it bring out in the Scotch? It just brings out all the more tart notes, if you will, like the sour bits of it. It's not the best. I'll admit that. It's not something I'm going to do every day. Okay. So not nearly as bitter as an aftertaste on that last one. Has really little to no aftertaste. Again, very sweet. Things are so high in sugar. I don't really drink orange juice because of that. But, I mean, it's good, right? It's good for you, I guess. I have to say, that one actually paired better with the Scotch. But yeah, the lingering aftertaste, now all these notes come in. It's like, ooh, you don't want to do it. Even for this, it's a challenge. But I'm here for the sake of you all to get you the best orange juice you can buy. Okay, this one, there's not much to it, and I kind of like that aspect to it. It's thirst quenching, and it's got just enough orange flavor, not as sweet, and again, I kind of like that. That's not bad. I could drink that probably regularly if I needed to, because you know, scurvy. You want to avoid scurvy at all costs, so you got to drink your orange juice. That's what they say. Okay. Yeah, it's like, wow, it just hits you after it goes down, and it just hits you with all the stuff that perhaps you don't want to taste in the Scotch. So, whew, that is rough. All right, here we go. Oof, wow, this is not good. This is my least favorite right there. All I got was, it almost tasted like they had some of the pith, as it were, you know, the pith in that juice. So that wasn't good. Maybe that was maybe a mistake or something in bottling. That was not good. Ooh. Okay. And oddly, as bad as it was, because I guess it was so bitter, the Scotch didn't nearly contrast with it as much. So, go figure. I don't know. Gosh, I'm just glad I'm not getting scurvy. Wow. This one, I have to say, this one is probably the nicest tasting, in a sense of it tastes like the most natural orange, like, and it was actually fresh squeezed, and nobody's got time for that, right? Squeezing your own orange juice. So that, I think this one was the best, as far as, wow, it's almost as if I took an orange and just, like this orange over here, wherever I put it, and squeezed it and was ready to drink it. So we're gonna give that, I think that's gonna get first place. So let's see where we are with this. All 5 have been done. This is great. Phone call coming in, but this is more important right now. Whew, let me just cleanse the palate, because I'm dying to know the results just as much as you are, I bet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the best juice that you can find for your money. Natalie's Orchards, right here. I know, just up the coast here. Indian River County, I want to say. Something like just north of Fort Pierce. That is some good juice right there. All right, second place, if it's not available in your area, Florida Natural. Florida Natural as second place. That one was the one that I felt like was not as sweet as the rest, and pretty well balanced. I like that. Third place was Minute Maid. So that was from concentrate. That was the concentrated one. Came in third place. Fourth place, Simply Orange. And last place, Tropicana. Wow! I tell you, I think I just got a bad Tropicana bottle or something, because I typically would think that would be the winner. But nevertheless, that is the order. Natalie's gets it. Tropicana in last. Go figure. Maybe it was just a bad batch that they got. But hey, if you're into orange juice, that's my opinion. If you are into it much more than I am, which is probably a good chance of that, tell me what's your favorite in the comments below. And we will see you next week. And I think we'll have a little bit of a twist on what we're going to do next week. Maybe even have a guest or two. We'll see. But anyway, enjoy the weekend. I tell you, the weather down here in Florida has been magnificent. Totally Chamber of Commerce weather. I hope it's the same for you. Fall is here. Seasons are changing. It's awesome. Get outside. Praying for you. God bless.